Hey guys, happy Monday, and we're here in the Bollocks this evening, and we're in the
Bozard Ford studio.
I forgot my line.
Got a little ahead of yourself there, didn't you, brother?
Forgot my line.
All right.
So Blake hit me with something and kind of confused me,
Like
which
I
is
always
not
do.
which is not unusual at all. Hey, there's Lenny.
There he is.
Okay. All right. Well, I got to tell you about the amazing people at Bozard. I was talking to them today. They have an incredible selection of trucks out there. If you want a truck, you need to get a hold of Kim, and she will totally take care of you. All right. For over 75 years, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been a trusted name in St. Augustine, built on family values, honesty, and doing things the right way. With over 1,200 vehicles to choose from no surprise pricing, and the Drive Happy guarantee, Bozard makes car buying simple and stress-free. That's the Bozard difference. Their state-of-the-art facility features 91 climate-controlled service bays, a quick lane for no appointment maintenance, and over 40 mobile service vans to serve at your convenience. Don't forget about Ford's Garage. Some great burgers over there. Just off I-95 and State Road 16, Bozard Ford Lincoln. They're driven to inspire.
I'm inspired to set sail for adventure at the St. Augustine Pirate and Treasure Museum, home to the world's largest and most authentic collection of pirate artifacts, with over 800 real treasures across 40 immersive exhibits, curated by Pat Croce and the Croce family. Guests can see Blackbeard's original blunderbuss, gold recovered from the Queen Anne's Revenge, and one of only 3 authentic Jolly Roger flags in the world. That doesn't count the ones that are hanging outside. Those are replications. The museum also features a special exhibit highlighting pirates in the movies, with props from the film like Hook and Pirates of the Caribbean, located in historic downtown St. Augustine, across from the fort.
All right. And we also have Brightway Insurance. Since 2008, Brightway Insurance, the Casey agency, has been guiding St. Augustine through hurricanes, floods, fires, and more. Led by longtime local Ashley Casey, this is insurance done the brighter way. No confusing jargon, no one-size-fits-all policies, just clear guidance, multiple quotes, and customized coverage that protects what matters most. With deep roots in the community and decades of experience, Ashley and his team make insurance simple, affordable, and personal. Visit them on the island at 108 Seagrove Main Street or call 904-217-7547. Brightway, the brighter way to do insurance.
Okay.
Tell them about that place.
I will, because after you finished your 800 treasures and 40 exhibits over at the Pirate and Treasure Museum, you're going to be a little peckish. So you're going to want to go to the Saint. And I'm going to encourage you right now, whatever you're drinking, put a lime in it so you're not getting scurvy after playing with all them pirates, okay? Pirates. But you can experience elevated Italian dining at Saint, located in the heart of historic St. Augustine. Saint blends authentic Italian flavors with modern sophistication, featuring handmade pastas, try the cacio e pepe, fresh seasonal ingredients, and classic dishes crafted with care. Guests can enjoy expertly crafted cocktails, don't forget the lime, indulgent desserts like house-made tiramisu, and stunning views from the second-floor balcony and rooftop patio overlooking the bayfront and historic skyline. Perfect for a date night or a special evening out. Saint, Italian restaurant where every meal is a celebration.
All right, Lenny. I did let you select, like you always do, the ad reads today.
Okay. I can switch it back to you.
What's today?
Today is Monday the 16th. I didn't. Oh, just for the record. Okay. As a matter of I'm getting off the hook.
It was Blake?
It was Blake. I walk in, I said, oh, good, somebody pulled the ad reads out. It wasn't me.
As soon as you started reading the Pirate Museum, I was like, we do that on Tuesday.
Yeah. And I'm looking, and I'm sitting here, and I got Tuesday marked on every one of them. Oh, Blakey, you done me dirty, brother.
It's still ad read, so.
Hey, so tomorrow we'll be telling you about these guys, A to Z Roofing and Waterproofing, Anastasia Diner, Moultrie Creek Diner, Synergy Power Solutions, Bear Kresge and Associates, Powell Heating and Air, Meehan's Irish Pub, thank you, Reggie, for coming in the shirt, A.D. Davis Construction, St. Augustine Distillery, City Gates Spirits. Wow, that's such a good group. Every time I read that, I'm just happy that I live here in St. Augustine.
So I saw a post by Meehan's. Mm-hmm. They've got their barrels brought in. There must have been close to, I would say, 20, maybe more, maybe 30 barrels of Guinness that they loaded in for today or tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So it's gonna be a hooping and hollering evening. I hope it dries out a little bit. It's supposed to clear up a
I
little
think it's supposed
later.
to clear up.
Yeah, it is. And
Here,
tomorrow's
I'm
gonna be a
gonna
nicer
give
day.
that to you,
Thank
too.
Tomorrow's gonna be a nicer day as well. So that's all good. And I need to remember to put Monday in front of Tuesday and Tuesday in the back.
Yeah. So it is Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Julie is the champion of the players.
Dominated.
She was crushing it. I thought I might at least had the satisfaction of picking the winner, but none of the four of us picked the winner.
Nope. You came closer, and then I had Fleetwood.
Yeah. So
Oh, and she had Brooks was right up there too.
yeah, Brooks came on late.
Yeah.
He came on late. So but congratulations. But you know what that means when you win? That means you pick fourth, which is not always a terrible thing because
No.
you get to go back to back.
Right.
So
that'll be
I don't
coming up in a
always
couple
hate
weeks.
that. I don't always hate that position. So
I do in a fantasy draft because if you've done that, then you're like the last person picking, and then
yeah, but there's so many great golfers that can win.
Oh no,
every
I'm
week.
talking about in like a football.
Yeah,
or
no,
baseball draft.
I
But
get
yeah,
it,
oh yeah, golf is
it's completely different.
right,
like
right.
there's like a handful of guys in a fantasy draft that make the difference of your team.
Yes.
It can make and break your team. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen,
Yep.
those handful of guys. I mean, it used to be Tyreek, but he went to the Dolphins and sucked. So
And now he's coming back from a broken leg again.
but congratulations, Julie. Congratulations to the entire event staff at the players. You guys did an amazing job.
A nice time
And we did. It was beautiful. Maeve was just a rock star in the she was selling artwork off of her notepad. I think she made a profit. I know she
Okay.
made a profit because she had zero expense.
there. Right. Exactly. Smart kid.
Yeah.
I did enjoy the picture of you in your kilt juggling Maeve on the front lawn.
Well, we have discovered father-daughter acrobats.
Okay.
And so we're now up to about 9 different tricks
Okay.
that we can do. Some of them we're good at. Some of them we're really good at. Some of them we're not so good at, and I get kicked in the head. Maeve,
Got a hard head.
Maeve is quite the little acrobat, and we have mastered, I would say, 6 of the 9.
Okay.
And if we pull off the other ones, there's certain ones that we can do. There's one where she does a handstand, I catch her feet, and then I flip her, which scares the hell out of me. But we've only successfully done that 3 out of 40 times. So,
You're getting better.
but
You do these all in your kilt?
no,
Just check.
the kilt just happened to be for the parade.
Kilt factory.
It happened to be, I don't get to wear a kilt very often, so let me go ahead and just put this on for the spirit of the day. So for the spirit of the Celtic Festival and the day, I wore the kilt for that day. And that one, that was only the trick we did there. That was only the second time we ever even tried that trick.
Okay.
So
I was impressed. And Josh, and for the rest of you scoring at home, the Chicago River is now officially green for the next couple of days.
And Josh, where am I leaving your gift certificate? I still owe Josh a gift certificate.
Oh, yeah.
So, to me hands. So, it might be a good time to use it. I don't
There
know.
you go,
I don't know if they want you using it on it.
Right, exactly. Come on another day when they really don't
Any
need
day
you.
but
That's
St.
exactly
Patrick's
right.
Day.
As much as I'd love to be there tonight or tomorrow, they don't need me.
Yeah,
They need me on a cold and rainy day in March.
exactly.
Or
Weekday.
April. Right, exactly. Exactly.
So,
Big on Mondays.
Josh, text Blake and we'll get you your gift certificate. So,
Big there on Mondays.
all right. Blake,
Yes.
what time's the baseball game start tonight?
So baseball.
It's Venezuela and Italy.
It is Venezuela and Italy. I believe it's 8:00 tonight. I believe pre-show at 7:30. Big thing is coming. So USA are already advanced last night 2-1 game. Bad last strike call for the Dominican Republic, but
It wasn't
Yeah.
that far off.
Eh.
There was some worse calls earlier in the game.
Were they
True.
using the ABS or were
No,
they,
they
don't
he
use-
was doing it all
they don't-
natural?
They don't do ABS and
All natural.
WBC? Okay.
Yeah.
and,
So,
and I think the next one they will if it's successful this year in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, so big thing is this year. So for this game, it's Italy Venezuela. If Italy wins, then Italy's guaranteed home field advantage going to the final game because they'll be 6-0 against USA. US is 5-1. If Venezuela wins, both USA and Venezuela will be 5-1. They don't have the tiebreaker, so home field advantage will be determined by a coin flip going to Tuesday.
Okay. All right. All right. What was the scuttlebutt about U.S. and Canada? Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah.
They got mad at like Will Smith about something, and the coach was bitching about it.
Will Smith, the Dodger catcher, or,
Yeah, the Dodger catcher.
Will Smith, who played Ali?
No, the Dodger catcher.
Okay.
And Ernie Witt was complaining. So, yeah, Blake, if you didn't find that, and explain to me why Canada was bitching. Because they were saying that the U.S., I mean,
Canada's very polite.
U.S. got off to a big lead, and they were making statements like, oh, why even play it? They just want the U.S. to be in it. They lost like 8-5. It wasn't even that close of a game.
Right.
So I don't understand exactly what the scuttlebutt was about, or if Canada was just bitching, or if it was just social media fodder,
Probably.
you know, because there's always good fodder. Hello, mother.
Put that
Hello,
fodder in your garden and it'll grow better.
Yeah. Here we are.
Campionata.
What?
I had that album.
So I don't really see anything that there wasn't really like anything like noble on my end.
Ernie Witt. I'm on it. You guys talk amongst yourself.
Discuss.
Yeah.
Canadian American baseball. Discuss.
I'll give you a topic. Golf. Go.
I mean, going to the players. I think after the players, like you now have to look at what's going to be the next major, and then that's the Masters. So
Yeah.
I mean, but you still got the Houston and Texas Open, but it looks like I don't really. I think the big thing for Scheffler, because I believe he's still a favorite on Hard Rock Bet to win the Masters. I think the big thing for him is he just needs to handle his emotions before the cut line, before cut day on Friday. So if he's able to stay within 3 of the leader by round 2 on Friday, I do believe that he has a shot to win it. But I'll probably say him, McIlroy, DeChambeau are probably my 3 big guys I'll try to go for. Like the top 3 guys I had to go for in the pool.
Thanks for tipping your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. He always does.
I know.
The Asperger's gives him away.
He's
Well, we
just
had to talk.
Too honest. Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I did give you a topic.
By the way, how'd you like the pin placement on the 17th yesterday?
That's where it always is.
In that corner right by the
It's
wall?
always- that's a Sunday placement.
The
Wow.
traditional placement.
Yeah, that's where it's always down in that little right behind the little little pot bunker there.
Yeah.
So
And the only thing I really saw that a lot of people were talking about from the U.S. Canada game was the Navy SEAL Robert J. O'Neill coming into the Team USA locker room for a pregame speech talking about they explain in detail to the Team USA how he killed Osama bin Laden. Yeah, so that's the only real controversy I see from USA Canada. I did not see anything.
So this is the SEAL that has admitted that he was the one who pulled the trigger for the fatal shot.
all right, here we go. This is AI.
No target on his back.
Based on reports from 2026 World Series Classic quarterfinals, Team Canada manager Ernie Witt accused umpires of bias, claiming they favored the United States by ignoring infractions. They expressed frustration with the officiating, citing it as a major disadvantage in a 10-minute rant that also aimed insults at Will Smith, calling the matchup an insult to his team's career. Insulting comments aimed at the United States has brought everything with money and power. That's what we do.
Where is this from?
Oh, it's AI.
Yeah, then why listen to it?
Well, no, I'm just telling you what I saw online, and I said this is where I got it, and I wanted you to validate it, and it sounds like you didn't, and you failed at your job. I'm one side of the argument. I wanted you to be the other side of the argument, and you brought nothing to the table. Nothing.
Okay, then
I was reading exactly what AI put out there, and I wanted you to fact check it.
There is no statement from Ernie Witt from any credible sources that talked about the umpires or criticism against the umpires against U.S. bias.
Okay.
Is that what you'd like me to say?
Well, I think we need to do more research, sir, because you have not validated anything in any direction of it calling it a fake. So, but I did feel like it was a fake because Ernie. Okay, let me finish my thought. Because Ernie Witt is a stand-up dude, like, and he's a true baseball guy. So I do believe it is a fake, but I wanted to get proof that it was a fake.
Yeah. The only thing you may have heard like umpire bias that from Ernie Witt was it might have pulled an LA Times article from 1989 when it says Toronto catcher Ernie Witt believes that umpire Joe Brinkman makes calls against the Blue Jays because he dislikes the team, according to Witt's recently released book Catch. So it may have pulled like sources from like other stuff.
When did Ernie Witt play with the Blue Jays?
Ernie
89?
Witt played from
relation to Bobby Witt?
1976 to 1991.
So he's not a Canadian.
No,
He's a U.S. guy.
but born in Detroit, Michigan.
Okay, he's a U.S. guy. Because
Yeah.
I thought Ernie Witt was a Canadian.
No.
And I know for a fact the first Canadian to play for the Blue Jays was Rob Ducey.
Okay.
Because Rob played with me at Seminole. But the whole time when I didn't realize he became so big in Canada is because he played for the Blue Jays. I don't remember Ernie Witt as a player, really. Do you remember him as a player?
Ernie Witt, no.
Yeah.
Bobby Witt, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's a Witt of a different color. But Bobby, Mr. Giles was asking how many current and pro baseball players were playing in this whole extravaganza. And there's 200 major leaguers plus about 190 active 40-man roster players played in this. The Mets had 17 players, the Mariners 16, the Phillies 15. The only country that didn't have a MLB player is Czechia. The Czechs didn't have anybody.
Okay.
And the USA and the Dominican Republic teams are composed completely of active MLB players.
All right. And Josh is confirming from what he saw, he didn't criticize. But like I said, he's always been a class guy. I've known him from the World Baseball Classic. I honestly don't remember him as a player, and he's in the age range where I should have remembered him as a player.
Right.
So,
Yeah, we played in Canada.
hey,
Exactly. Who remembers that?
well, I kept up with the Blue Jays
Yeah.
at that time because of my relationship with Rob.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. My topic. What topics did we have today in the title?
You had most hated states by state, and Lenny had nuclear.
Nuclear.
Just to count on nuclear reactors in the country.
That's just gonna be great for the algorithms. All right.
What if I call it
It's too late. now.
I can't
It's out
even
there.
mispronounce it the way the
Too late,
president
Lenny.
did.
It's out there. It's out there now.
I'm not scared of it.
Which way you want to go, Blake? And then we have 5 questions coming up after that.
Let's go with most hated states.
Most hated states. All right. I have 50 states, and then it has that state's most hated state. So if you're in that state, a majority of the people hate people from what state? All right. So I'm going to have you guys throw out a state,
Okay.
and the other person has to try and guess what that one is, and then I'll confirm it.
Okay.
All right. So Blake, you get to throw out a state first, and you get first guess.
All right, let's go. New York.
And I'm guessing now who hates them?
Yes. Who does New York hate the most? What state does New York hate the most?
I'm hoping the hell it's Texas,
All right.
but it's Jersey.
Yes, it is Jersey. It is Jersey. So,
It's a sibling rivalry between those two,
yeah, Jersey is the state that New Yorkers hate the most.
and it's actually only Jersey on the Hudson River. It's not Western Jersey
No,
because
it's
nobody
not
knows
the
anything.
garden. It's
Right.
not the garden portion.
Correct. Nobody knows anything about Western Jersey and the farmland, and it's beautiful out there. It's the Hoboken, Newark, Jersey City aspect of it. The other end of the PATH train is where people get a little cranky.
Yep.
That's all. Damn path train will get you every time.
All right. Lenny, throw out a state.
Colorado.
Colorado. Blake, what state do you think Coloradoans hate the most?
This is going to be a Pete Melfi answer. I'm going to say Utah.
Utah. No one hates Utah, Blake.
Right.
Just they give you no reason to hate them.
Right.
Except for the Mormons.
They give you no reason to hate them.
Right.
So, all right. Do you want to guess what Colorado's is?
I would say Texas.
All right. It is actually California.
Really?
California. I would think they aligned with a lot of Californians.
Yeah, maybe they're California wannabes.
Yeah. So, all right. So so far, I think you got the Jersey one.
Mm-hmm.
So Lenny is winning at this point. All right. Blake,
Yes.
another state.
I'm going to go with New Mexico.
New Mexico. I knew which one was New Mexico. Okay, I do. All right.
It's between Texas and Arizona.
Yeah, gotcha.
I'm going to go New Mexico. I'll pick Texas again.
All right.
Somebody's got to hate on Texas.
The correct answer is Texas.
There you go.
Lenny is crushing this one. Blake,
A little border war over there in El Paso.
you got some making up to do. What
right.
happens when you can't see my phone? All right. Lenny, throw out a state.
I'll give Blake some easy pickings. California.
California. What state does California hate the most?
I think this one's an easy one. I believe it's Texas because of how many billionaires are leaving for.
Oh, he's had time to look it up.
Right.
Oh, come on!
Look at me underneath the computer. Did you look it up?
No.
Okay. All right.
That was a very weak no, I'm just saying. But all right, I'll trust his integrity, not necessarily his giggling.
Yeah. All right. So Blake it is now 1-2.
Okay.
We have 3 more states.
Okay.
Blake, throw out a state.
All right. How about let's go with Indiana?
Indiana. All right. Now Indiana's a little more challenging. What state does the Indianians, Hoosiers, hate the most?
Illinois.
All right. Blake, what is your guess, sir? That is not correct, so no points for Lenny, but I'm going to give you a chance to steal.
All right. I'm going to say Ohio.
You're both incorrect. It is the great state of Florida.
Oh, there you go. Yay. All right.
Okay.
It's about
Really?
time.
Not.
Yep.
What has Indiana got against Florida?
I don't know. I mean, Miami
Not Kentucky.
Oh, there you go. All right.
Miami tried to beat them, but they won, so they should be happy with
Right.
Miami. All right. He was Indiana. You got
Let's go to Pacific Northwest and pick Washington State.
Washington
Nobody doesn't
State.
like Washington State.
Yeah, but who do Washingtonians hate is the question. Washingtonians.
Oh, that's easy.
Who do
Yeah.
Washingtonians hate?
Easy. I'm going to say California.
Yeah.
California.
I'm gonna
Blake
go-
might have the map.
I'm going to go with Idaho.
Yeah, nope. It is California.
It's a West Coast. You like on the Pacific. I think it's easy to go with California there.
All right,
You ever been to Idaho?
Blake.
You got to shave your head.
Blake, throw out a state.
All right.
It's 2-2. We're in a deadlock.
All right. I'm going to go with. I'm going to say Maryland.
Oh, okay. I gotta look in here. Okay, I got it. Maryland. Who do the Terps hate?
Jersey.
Okay, it is not Jersey. Blake for the
Dang it.
steal.
Oh, I'm going to say Pennsylvania.
There's no steal. It is Virginia.
Ooh, okay.
It is Virginia.
Well, then federales.
All right. Lenny. And then on the last one, I'm going to pick a state, and I'll let both of you guys figure it out from there.
Well, I'm going to pick Minnesota for my friend Barbara Jean because she's giving me a little inside information here.
Minnesota. All right. Minnesota. Blake, who do you think Minnesotians
For me,
dislike the most?
For me, I think it's a toss up between like the Big Ten states. So I believe it's either Indiana, Illinois, Wisconsin, or Michigan. I'm gonna go with the closest state, Wisconsin.
Wisconsin is not It is actually correct.
Yeah, I was going to go with Barbara Jean, picked Wisconsin too. So
Yeah,
I was.
it is
I was
actually
rooting for
correct.
Barbara Jean on that one.
All right. I get to pick the last one.
right.
Okay.
All right, because Blake has the lead. I'm gonna give no indication if you're correct or incorrect.
Okay.
All right. So us go with. Whew. Let's go with. I gotta pick one that's pretty hard. Let's go with Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Okay. You got a lot of options.
All right, it's to you first.
Okay, Missouri. There's too much confusion between Kansas City, Kansas, and Kansas City, Missouri. They hate Missouri.
Okay.
That would have been. I think the Kansas City rivalry is so strong, Lenny. I think it is Missouri.
Here we go, and the correct and only answer is so you're staying with it to hold on to the lead
Yeah.
for the block, or assuming that he is incorrect. The correct and only answer is Missouri.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a ground ball.
You guys want one more?
Sure.
Sure.
Arkansas.
Okay, I'm good.
Blake, who you got?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Alabama.
Who are you going with?
I'm torn between Tennessee and West Virginia, but I'll take Tennessee.
It is actually Alabama.
Really?
I would have.
What list are you looking at there, young Blake?
Yeah.
I am not looking at any list.
On my life. Are you looking at a list?
No.
He is. That was an uncomfortable laugh.
That's exactly it. He was already counting his inheritance on your life on that one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Blake, were you looking at a list? Yes, he was. He was.
Fine.
All right.
Looking at
You
this
get the
one.
victory.
Look at this. He's got the whole freaking map up there.
You're getting a victory.
Oh my
And that's a
goodness.
different map, though.
Yeah, it is.
That's different than the one I have, but it's pretty close. It was close enough for him to get the
Pretty
victory.
close.
There you go, yeah.
What do you have for Florida?
So,
Who does Florida hate the most on there?
so the main discrepancy I have is hates Florida is itself.
Florida hates itself.
Yeah,
Okay.
that one kind of works.
And, but actually for Indiana, the one I got hang up on, it actually said Indiana hates Kentucky.
Ah. Yeah. On mine, it says it hates Florida.
And just like
And
here-
most it's here's the states that hate Florida on mine: Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, Tennessee, Alabama, Georgia. Now, who hates California? Florida,
Everybody else.
Texas, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, and Washington.
What does Montana and Wyoming have to hate anybody for?
I don't know. They just hate Canada. So, all right. Well, that was fun. All right. You were talking about nuclear power.
Just nuclear reactors. Just I was curious as to how many nuclear reactors there are in the country. Apparently, it's very efficient. It's very safe nowadays, though a lot of these reactors were built in the 70s and 80s, so they're not new. The next generation of reactors, we were talking about that last week, come online. They're going to be much more efficient, much smaller.
They're talking about like micro reactors or
Yeah, mini ones.
Mini
Yeah,
reactors.
Mini ones, yeah. So that one really works out pretty well. But there's 94 nuclear reactors in 53 plants across 28 states in the
Okay.
United States.
Yeah.
There's one in Arizona, one in Washington State, surprisingly only two in California. And I think Diablo Canyon is built on a fault line. I really do. There's four in Texas. All the rest of them are east of the Continental Divide. None in Alaska, none in Hawaii, and everything else is on the East Coast.
There's like 3 in Florida.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and there's one research one in Gainesville or something.
Well, I wasn't necessarily counting the research ones. I was counting
Yeah.
power plants
Yeah, I got you.
because, there's nuclear reactors in all sorts of scientific labs and stuff. There's a nuclear reactor in Brookhaven. It's the first time I ever saw cobalt blue. Because when you're a kid, you get to Brookhaven National Lab is out on the east end of Long Island. It's a fascinating tour. And I did it, obviously, probably 55 years ago. And you go into a room, and it's it's very clean, it's very quiet, and you see this blue glow, and they were isolating cobalt. And that was literally cobalt blue.
Wow.
And that was pretty cool to see. Yeah, the color of cobalt coming from the irradiated cobalt itself. And they do a lot of stuff out
Well,
there.
and after that tour, you couldn't have babies.
No, I just couldn't have a little kid sit on my lap.
Oh, okay. Well,
bad.
that should be a rule always.
Yes.
Just so.
So, yeah, it's like the same type of thing. You do chemo, you can't hold a kid. You get too many MRIs, you can't hold a kid. Stuff like that. Yeah, it'll get you.
So.
But I thought that was interesting that there's not that many in the United States. Now, the propensity for deaths from these compared to a coal plant, and the coal plant is mostly respiratory deaths and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of nuclear. Nobody's had their face melted off.
My grandfather, as a young man, worked in the coal mines, and he died of lung cancer. So.
My uncle did, and his doctor, and this is going back into the 30s, maybe even the 20s, told him his lungs got so bad that he needed to play a wind instrument. So Russ Morgan picked up the trombone, and the rest is musical history. Became a band leader, a composer, an orchestra leader, an actor. Rock on
This
tour.
your uncle that got you into Vegas and all that stuff.
Yep.
So that's cool.
But that was the prescription for coal dust.
And he found his niche there.
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. No, my grandfather worked in the coal mines until World War II started, and when the coal mines suck so bad, you want to go
Get in the army?
get shot at by Japanese.
Yeah.
He didn't know where he was going to go when he signed up,
Right.
but yeah. So he left the coal mines to go in the army and got stationed down in Miami. Met my grandmother down there. They got married. My mom was actually born in Yuma, Arizona, on a base out there. So, and then he went to the Pacific. So,
and it's interesting because, coal mines are still scraping the guts out of the ground in the country, but I don't think coal mines have gotten much cleaner in all candor over the years. I mean, to some degree,
hard.
but not a whole lot.
like polishing a turd. It's kind of hard to do.
Yeah. So,
So,
even with the quality of filters and respirators and things of that nature, not so much.
Yep. All right, now I got to send some love out because my Blevins family down in the land, my Uncle Paul, I think he was 84 years old, or 94 years old. We called him Morris the Cat because he had 9 lives, but he finally passed last night. And so a lot of love to the family, my Aunt Shelby, and he has 3 daughters and a son. And all of them, that was the only other part of the Blevins family that grew up in DeLand. So he was the uncle I was probably the closest to. And just, you want to, you think I can tell a good story? He can tell a great story. Here's a guy who fought in the Korean War, just was a meat cutter at Winn-Dixie for 40 plus years. He's the one who got my dad to come from Tennessee down to DeLand. And one of those really, everybody has a family member that has that laugh that just, you're like, oh gosh, Uncle Paul, just give us a break on that laugh. His laugh was so loud and so true and so hearty. You could be 3 zip codes away and hear it. But he's, it's beautiful because his oldest daughter lives in Jacksonville, and I got to see him quite a bit even while I was here in St. Augustine just last year. So they would meet in St. Augustine. I'd be able to eat lunch with them quite a bit. So a lot of love to Aunt Shelby, Donna, Tammy, Sherry, and Rodney, to the entire crew down there. So
Well, it sounds like he made it over 90, so it's a great run.
yeah, no,
So-
I mean, for some reason, I don't know how this is even possible because the lives my Blevins side have lived, like you go back in all the genealogy, they all live pretty long lives. I mean, my grandfather died at age 72, Papa Frank, he died at age 72, but a lot of the other ones made it into the 80s and 90s, and we're going back hundreds and 200 years ago,
Right.
which is unheard of.
Right, which is right.
Yeah,
It's a
which was
better life
unheard
expectancy,
of. to go back that far. So, so it's pretty wild that my generations, none of my great-great-grandfathers died in war.
Right.
None of my great-great-grandfathers were run over by a car, or a horse, or any of those things. So, I mean, you guys are stuck with me for a while.
That's all right. We could do worse.
Yeah. So, all right. All right. A quick update. I presented my idea.
Oh, good. How'd it go?
It went very well. And my idea was the park bench history, and it went very, very well.
Everybody ponying up 40 grand for the first statue?
I've raised already independently about 55,000. So I haven't even put the team together yet, and I'm at that mark. So that's, over the 4-year span.
That's 1.5.
Yeah. So that's 1.5. So I'm excited about it. And in case you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I want to do a park bench history around St. Augustine. We have Henry Flagler already. We have Frederick Douglass already. The mayor came up with a very good idea. Chief Saloy, who was the chief for the Timucuan.
Right.
And I think that was an excellent idea. And they're already doing a statue. They've already commissioned a statue for Dr. Haling. She's like, I'd like to substitute that because we already have this. I was like, great idea.
Okay.
Thank you for that input. So thank you, Mayor, for that input.
Does that mean we've got to move Osceola out?
No.
Okay, just wondering.
No. We
have no quotas, right?
We're leaving Osceola.
Okay.
We can put
Chief Saloy.
Chief Saloy actually fits probably good at the Fountain of Youth.
Okay. Right.
And Osceola fits, obviously out at Moultrie, but to keep him in walking distance or
by the fort
is near the fort where he was imprisoned. Sir Francis Drake, Marjorie Keenan Rollins, your idea of the Menorcans and the Sisters of St. Joe, Martin Luther King, Jackie Robinson. People don't understand the Jackie Robinson connection that was here during the civil rights. He spoke here a couple times, and actually he invited 2 of the girls from the St. Augustine Four, which was another one that was on the list, up to his house and farm up in New York. Frank P. Thompson I added to the list.
Okay, I'm not familiar with him, I don't think.
Okay, Frank P. Thompson I added with Albert Spalding.
Okay.
And the reason I added Frank P. Thompson was a waiter at the San Marco Hotel when Henry Flagler met him. He was an amazing baseball player. He put together the Cuban Giants, which started here in St. Augustine and played at the Argyle, Flagler's other hotel. And the Cuban Giants never played in the actual Negro Baseball League. They made more money barnstorming, but they were basically the first professional black baseball team. So, and Frank P. Thompson was the coach of the Cuban Giants.
Okay.
And Albert Spalding built the stadium.
He invented the ball.
He was an incredible pitcher. Henry Flagler commissioned him to build the baseball stadium. And if you're wondering where that baseball stadium is, it sat about where Rick's Muffler is.
Okay.
Home plate would have been about where their parking lot was. Left field would have been towards Riberia. Right field would have been towards Valencia. Almira or whatever it is. That way it would have been towards Valencia. And that's where it was a stadium that sat about 1,500 people. And on Sundays, the porters and the wait staff of the Alcazar would play the Ponce or play Cordova. And those they would play double headers, and so that was entertainment for the guest here in St. Augustine at that time.
And on that note, there was just an article in today's Record about the effort that Daytona went to keep the Tortugas, a low minor league baseball club in Daytona, by rehabbing the Jackie Robinson Memorial Stadium. The stadium's been there. That's where he came up. That's where he first broke the color barrier, I guess.
Well, I think it was minor league stadium. It was a spring training stadium
Right.
for many years, and then they moved over to where the airport was. They had a little baseball stadium there, but Jackie Robinson Stadium, where it's at, is one of the longest continuous
Right.
professional baseball fields in the country, I believe.
And they put a bunch of money into renovating the place, over $10 million, I think, maybe even a little bit more. A, to keep the franchise in Daytona,
Mhm.
and B, to bring that place up to state of the art.
Are they still a Reds affiliate, Blake?
I believe so. Yes.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. They play in the Long A. They play in the Florida State League, I
Right.
believe.
So that was nice.
And
to
Saturday
know.
nights, we went down there about 6-7 years ago, Blake and I, on a Saturday night, and they did like fireworks, and it was when De La Cruz had just signed. So I don't think he played in the game that we watched.
No, I don't think so.
But he had just signed for like $4 million, and he had just got there. They talked about him in the program.
Minor league baseball, if you can get to a minor league baseball game, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I think Bobby likes minor league baseball.
Bobby likes he
Jumbo
is a
shrimp.
jumbo shrimp guy himself.
Yeah. So
Yep, absolutely. Goes to a lot of those games and keeps us appraised of the situation.
yeah, no, but I like that, and I played so many games at Jackie Robinson. I mean, because that's where Mainland High School played,
Okay.
and Seabreeze High School both played at that stadium. So I got to play there a lot. I actually sprained my ankle pretty bad the day of prom, sliding into third. I was safe, but
Cut down on your dance moves.
I slid a little too late and tried to avoid a tag and caught my right ankle just a little
Ouch.
tweaky. So I had an ace bandage dancing at prom.
All right. Okay.
So, but I drank enough. No, I didn't.
Excuse
Mom,
me?
I didn't drink that much. I didn't.
Who was chaperoning that prom? Shame
Well,
on
no,
them.
no, we stay. The land kids get hotels and stay over there. So funny story. And John, if you're listening, I apologize.
For outing you, apparently.
But so I had broken up with the girl I was dating, so I ended up going with friends. So I had 4 dates to prom. Four girls and myself went to prom my senior year. 2 of them were very close friends of mine. Wasn't dating any of them. But the land proms are basically you go to the prom, and then you go to the Daytona Hotel, and then that's when the trouble
party starts,
That's
right?
when the trouble begins.
Okay.
So we're there. We're at the Mayan Hotel. I don't know if it's still there. The Mayan Hotel, and we're all there. We probably have 15 people in one room, and there's a pull-out couch, and it's a suite. And I fall asleep with my friends, fully clothed, and they're still my friends today, Stacy and Tracy. They're twins.
Okay.
So, but we were friends since we were in elementary school. And the weightlifting team had state championships that day. And so they couldn't go to prom. But they made it to Daytona. All right. Our heavyweight weightlifting champ, and they were state champs. And Florida, or DeLand was state champs in weightlifting, like 10 out of 15 years from like 70 to 90. That's 20 years, but you get my drift.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Our heavyweight guy who weighed about 270 at the time in high school. All right. 6'5", ends up playing offensive lineman.
I was going to say, hopefully.
He's offensive lineman at Florida State in the good years. We're talking 85, 86 to 90. So he was in the good years when Florida State was good, not national champion. His name is John Brown. So I wake up and I am sleeping on this side of the bed. Okay, so you go to the double camera. Okay, go to the double camera. So kind of turn and face that way. Okay.
Are we spooning?
Yes. Well,
All
this
right.
is where we're at. We're in a full size bed, not a king size bed, not a queen size bed. Okay. I'm where you're at. Okay. Stacy and Tracy are behind me. I'm laying on my side. I wake up with the biggest hand on my shoulder. On my shoulder. We can turn back. But so you're getting the point.
Yeah.
You're getting the point. I mean, it's like a shovel, on my shoulder. I was like, man, Stacy and Tracy got some man hands. And I turn over, and it's Big John has his arms around both of the twins,
Right.
and myself, holding us. Granted, we had all had quite a bit to drink, but that was my senior prom moment. So I got to spoon with 3 people.
There you go.
And the third one I didn't even know had crawled in bed with us.
Right.
I don't know how a 275-pound man crawls in bed without you finding out. That means you drank way too much.
Exactly.
So, all right, 5 questions. Sorry about the Troy stories.
Not a problem. I mean, after our prom, we went into New York City and rode the Staten Island Ferry, and we ended up going to Wednesdays.
Okay.
That was back when there was, a Fridays to Saturdays, every day of the week had a club to it. They were all under the Fridays umbrella.
Gotcha.
And we went to Wednesdays, which was an underground club in New York City. And I remember to this day, I was drinking Tequila Sunrise.
There you go.
Yep.
You were drinking at your high school prom?
18.
Oh.
Drinking age was 18.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
19 at the time
Yeah.
for me, but I had a fake ID the whole time.
Yeah.
And actually, I had a full beard, so I never needed it.
Yep.
So-
That, and then we went to Yvonne Chatzinov's house for brunch the morning after we got back from the Staten Island Ferry.
There you go. All right, 5 questions.
All right. Now, this one is the one that precipitated after we talked about this last week when I said splat and you said bounce. Would you like to skydive?
I have.
Okay. Blake,
No.
jumping out of a perfectly good airplane?
No.
I can tell you this, and this sounds crazy, and it shows on the video. I had already bungee jumped at this point.
Okay.
I found skydiving actually boring. The view was great.
Okay.
I did it, and I went to 17,000 feet, which is like the highest jump you can do, at Cape Canaveral. And the problem is not the problem. The reality is you can't tell where the ground's at, so you never feel like you're going to die.
Right.
When you bungee jump, you feel like you're going to die. There's a lot of things in that 3 seconds before it actually snaps. So,
Yeah.
but when you're parachuting, even before you're pulling the cord, you're like, it's loud, but it's like, wow, this is kind of cool.
Right. And you don't see the ground rushing up
You don't
at
see
you
the
until
ground.
lower, right.
You don't see the ground coming at you. You don't recognize it. So I didn't find, I paid way more money. I just said, well, if I was offered it for free, I'd do it again.
Okay.
But I wouldn't pay what it costs to do it, because I'd rather ride a roller coaster than skydive.
Okay. Yeah, I've got
And the other people with me loved it, and but I just, it was one of those, And I have a thumb drive of it somewhere.
Okay. Yeah, my desire for bouncing and splatting is not urgent.
Yeah.
I would love the view,
And
but
I did that after
I'd like to ease on down.
I did that even after seeing those two
Yeah,
people.
I'm sure.
Do that,
Well,
so.
yeah, you had an experience with that,
Yeah.
so yeah, no, I'm not overjoyed about that potential.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to live in Sea Lab or eat in an underwater restaurant? Because there's some fully underwater restaurants in the world. There's 2 or 3 of them. There's one over by the Maldives, I believe, and there's a couple others. Or Sea Lab, where you can go and spend a month underwater. Talk about great views out the window.
I think I could, if you make it a week, I think I'd do Sea Lab. If you make it a month, that might be a little much.
Yeah.
It might be a little too claustrophobic. But if you make it a week, I'd say I'd probably do the Sea Lab. A month's a long time. So
Yeah.
I don't really want to be anywhere except for home for
That long?
that long.
I can dig that. Blake?
So I mean, yeah, I would definitely eat. I would do both.
An underwater restaurant for sure, yeah.
Yeah. So
And spend a lot of time looking around to see if anything was leaking, though. And because you imagine being in like Sea Lab and hearing something groan, like metal groaning.
Yeah.
That would not be a comfortable sound. But
yeah. See, I would bring in sound effects, especially if I'm there for a month. Like,
Or drip, drip,
Yeah.
drip,
Yeah.
drip. Lake?
random sirens.
Klaxons? Right.
I'll probably do underwater restaurant first over like a Sea Lab.
Okay.
In my personal opinion, however, I definitely don't mind doing like I believe down in Florida there is an option to do like a 2-day scuba hotel, like in the Florida Keys. But that's for 2 nights, so I wouldn't mind doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, you're looking out the window, you're going to see some really pretty fish go by, I would like to think.
Yeah.
So until the window gets covered by an octopus, grabs the whole thing.
Yeah.
Says, can't see past me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one were you?
I would definitely eat in an underwater restaurant, and I could probably live in Sea Lab for a while. It's just the drip drip and the groaning sounds.
Like I said, I think I could do a week, but it wouldn't have anything about doing underwater. It'd just be being away,
far away, yeah.
being away from my family. By the way, that's unless you've done that, it really doesn't kind of suck. It sucks. So thank God for like FaceTime.
Yeah.
Because I did 39 days on the walk, and Blake luckily was able to join me the last week, but there was only like 2 days before that we got to see each other, and that was only like 14, 15 days. So, but I think that's the one that got me more, was being away from my family.
Your apron strings are short.
Yes. The helicopter dad can't helicopter when he's that far away.
Right.
So.
All right. Mr. Blevins the Younger, you want to be a space tourist? You want to go up and down?
Thought about it, maybe. So I definitely would like to do like just up and down rather than like do like the SpaceX version and stay up there for 4 days.
Right.
Yeah, I do both.
Yeah.
I'm invited. I'm not paying.
I was going to say, right, I want a scholarship.
I'm not paying.
I need a scholarship for that, absolutely. And that'd be interesting.
If I win podcast 2 cents of the year or something like that, and they pay for it, I'm in. But I'm not paying.
Yeah.
I'm not paying $200,000 for 4 days or whatever it is.
Or $200,000 for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, you blast off, you hit the Kármán line, and then you come around. So, that's it. It'd be interesting to feel the force of that rocket up your butt as you're going up. That would be pretty interesting, because it's just such power, and the gravity type of thing. It'd be fun to be in zero gravity.
Yeah.
I think that'd be pretty interesting. Give me a chance for my back to stretch out.
Yeah. Wow. Lenny, you're 5'7".
Exactly. As I say, 5'5.5", 5'6" if I stretch or lie. Okay.
Stand your hair up.
Yep. Spelunking. Any interest?
Caving. Cave.
Oh,
You don't know the word spelunking?
no.
Okay, that's like going through an Adventures of Caves. I don't know about this one. I've done caves where the underwater sea is.
I was going to say, what about scuba diving in a cenote?
No, I don't have any. I don't want.
You don't want to be in a cenote?
I don't want anything over my tank.
Okay.
So I don't have a great spatial awareness.
Okay.
So I don't want anything over my tank. So I'm not gonna do that.
Open water.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
open water.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, unless there's something at the end, like
Gold?
yeah, gold would get me there. But the sea, what is it called in Tennessee? It's a cave. I'll have to find it. It's like
Tennessee?
yeah, it's in Tennessee, just outside of Sweetwater. But it's underground underground sea. But I did that, and that is really cool because that's when the Confederates were starting to get their ass kicked. They went down there, and the Army went right past them,
Okay.
and then they came back out.
Nice. That's
So-
a good way to hide. Blake?
Probably not. So I went down in the Doolin Cave in the island, and like I could tell, like I was very like claustrophobic, like a little bit claustrophobic, and those were just like the already man-made tunnels to get tourists in and out to see the stalactite. So
Right.
I definitely have a hard time going through cave like on my own.
Yeah, I've done a couple of things. When Julie and I were in Jamaica, we went down to a grotto, went deep down into it, and then when you get to the bottom of it, there was some mystic healing pool that was there that apparently Bob Marley used to go to. It was a wild thing, too, because we went with a guide that we met and another guy that we were hanging out with when we were in the grill, and this big, tall Rasta. We go, and we took a tour of a pot plantation too. That was pretty impressive. I mean, buds the size of my fist. It was really interesting. But this guy, we're walking and this Rasta, takes a bud that's, probably the size of, I don't know, a small pine cone and a scissor and a rolling paper. And he's walking down the steps and he's doing this and he's just trimming into the rolling paper. Next thing you know, he's got a perfectly rolled cone joint. He was walking and talking and snipping this whole thing. And then we get down into this grotto and it was gorgeous. I mean, it was quiet. The only other thing is I've been down in Howe Caverns. We did this in college on our way to the Easter parade in Boston one year when we were in college. And it was an interesting experience, shall I say. Our guide was a student from Albany University, which is, just outside of where Howe Caverns is, I guess, Albany. And he was not having a good day. There were 6 of us on this tour. It was a newlywed married couple of young people, and then myself and 3 fraternity brothers of ours. And let's just say we were altered a tad.
Okay.
And we were having the time of our lives, because it was just us down there. So he would turn the lights on into the section of the caverns that we were going to next and turn the lights off in back of us. And we'd go running back into the darkness. And we'd go running ahead of it. And Clifford was having a really, really tough day doing this. I mean, there was one place, there's a fissure you can go into. And if you get yourself, you're surrounded by, you're 180 feet down below ground.
Yeah.
And now you're in a fissure. And all it is just solid freaking rock. And you kind of, squirm your way in there. And if you stand really still, you can actually hear your heart beating and your blood going through your veins.
I'm sure
that's
when you're
amazing.
altered the way you were.
No. Well, even if you're not, but yeah, but that's the whole reason to go in there. Oh yeah, no, we were, and then it got to the point where, the only miscalculation we had is Clifford was the only one who knew where the elevator was and how to operate the elevator. And at one point in time,
there's no elevator at this one and it was 140 feet down.
Yeah, no, this was an elevator to come up and it was a tourist attraction type of thing. And don't forget, exit through the gift shop when you get off of the elevator.
Yeah, well, that's the way it is. And this is called the Lost Sea.
Okay.
So I was able to find it. It's in Sweetwater, Tennessee. It's between Chattanooga and Knoxville.
Okay.
All right. It's 140 feet deep. All right. They do have a tunnel that walks down now, but when the Confederates were staying there, you had to kind of wedge your way through, and then it opened up in the cavern at the bottom. But it's 4.5 acre lake at the bottom of it. They have stocked it with fish now, but it stays no matter what the weather is outside. It's 58 degrees inside. A little chilly, but it's 58 degrees inside at all times, and that's where the Confederates waited out the winters and let Sherman go on by, and and it's privately owned, and it's been privately owned for a while. It's on 13 acres, but it's called the Lost Sea. So,
it's interesting because that makes perfect sense in the fact that natural caves are some of the best places to store wine or cheeses.
So, all right. Was that our final question,
No,
sir?
we got one more for you, and this
Okay.
came up at dinner last night,
All
or
right.
the other night.
Last question.
How we got onto this question, I'm not quite sure, but we were having dinner with some friends, people our trivia team, a couple others, and the question came up, and you don't have to be on death row, but if you have your choice of your last meal, what would it be?
Everlasting gobstopper.
Okay.
Can you tell I'm prepared for that question?
I think you're ready for it.
Okay. So I think that's the way to go.
All right.
The Willy Wonka kind, the kind that never goes
Never
away.
leaves?
Never goes away. So.
Okay, Blake?
I'm gonna say a hibachi dinner for 2 all by myself with filet, shrimp,
All
chicken.
by myself. You're leaving Dad out? He's usually
That's
dinner
it.
for 2 with me. And we still don't eat it. Oh, you
you go.
It's
eat
my
your-
last meal, damn it.
And does that include the onion volcano?
No.
Ooh.
He doesn't do a whole lot of veggies. He
Well, you don't have to eat it because it's just theater when you're doing the hibachi table. 'Cause
Yeah.
Then they bring out the little statue of the piston boy to put it out. Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine is simple. It's just a veal Milanese, just a veal schnitzel, and some saffron risotto.
Right.
Simple.
Mine would be a big fat fillet. And I would ask them to let me cook it myself.
There you go. Please just don't tell
Would
me
you
you're
want
not gonna
would you
butterfly.
want to cook your own last meal?
Sure. I'd have no problem with that.
Who would you
I wouldn't want to have to do the
You could
dishes.
choose anyone in the world to cook your last meal. Who would you want it to be?
Danielle Boulud,
Okay.
hands down.
It's still me. Still me. So, Blake,
Yes.
who cooks your last meal? Gordon Ramsay?
Who will cook it? Nah, Barry.
Barry.
Ooh,
Barry's
very
Chef
lovely.
Barry.
Very
Chef Barry's
lovely.
good selection. All right, guys. That is the end of our show. If you guys would make sure you're supporting our incredible sponsors, we appreciate it. Share the show if you enjoyed it. Share the show if you didn't. Torture the people you don't like. We love you guys, and we'll see you tomorrow.
And tomorrow we'll be using Monday's reads.
Exactly. Bye-bye.